love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that, okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that, cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that, okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that, ay, yeah, stars born.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Bills Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Number 5, the ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking to throw. Williams. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
On the carry.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball get it out to him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to keep it again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Allen now looks to throw. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Bill from 3 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key word.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Williams. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Williams. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
A 6-yard
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Justin Matabike. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd down.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Williams throwing.